The program for today is a simple to-do list. So, as always, we'll copy the program and put it into a new chat, see what we get. So the to-do list program will have an empty list that stores the to-do items, and it will define a function to add the item to the list. It'll be able to remove items, view the list. This is great, but the program isn't going to save our to-do list between each time that we run it. So first we start off with the option to enter a command. We'll add something. There's nothing there yet. The item that we'll add to the to-do list is the laundry. Now we can also add another item. Let's say walk the dog. I have a dog, but you guys haven't heard him because he doesn't really bark. Now we can view the list that we got, and we've got laundry and walk the dog. And let's say we just went and walked the dog. So we'll remove something and we can do walk the dog. And now we can view the list and it just says laundry. So the app works mostly as intended, but let's see if we can do a little more. First of all, if we close out the program and run it again, try to click view, there's nothing there because it didn't save anything. We just told ChatGPT that we don't want to lose the list when we quit the program, so hopefully it will save it to a local text file. You could also use something like SQL Alchemy. So we have the functions from before, and we also have a save list function. This is great because we can manually choose when to save. We also have the load list function. I don't know if it'll be manual or not. Hopefully it'll do it automatically. I'd rather not have to do more effort, but it does have a save command and a load command, so those will have to be done manually. That's not so bad though. Let's see if it works. Now, if we do view, there's nothing there, right? So it's empty. But we can continue running the program, and if we do add, now we have to go to the groceries we got to get and add something else. We have to clean, add something else. We have to get coffee. All right, now we can save the list. Enter the file name to save the list. Now it should have created a list with the file name to do. It doesn't look like that worked though. Let's try again. Save to do .text. Maybe nothing happened. Well, let's see if we press load what happens. Do. View. Okay, it did load the list. I wonder where it's storing this list. So if we exit and start up again, we didn't save the doubling. So if we just do load, to do, view, it did save the list. I'm wondering where it saved it. Oh, here we go. It has it in right here. We have to do and to do to put text. All right, this is pretty good, but we want a user interface as well. We want it to include instructions and labels, and that word pop-up is important, we've learned, to get something that actually comes out of the screen. PyQt5. Wow, that's something I've never heard of before. In the past, I've used TKinter, but this is going to be completely new. Sometimes it conks out, but I asked if it needs anything else, and it says it's sufficient, so let's see if this code runs. We've got 9 issues here. That's not good. Let's try to copy this here, paste. We still have 8 issues. Maybe they can be solved by installing this. Here we go. So sometimes when they want to import something, you have to install the package. PyCharm is great because it makes recommendations and then just quickly lets you install from inside the editor. And that cleared up all of our issues. Now we run the program. It didn't work out. We just ask, how do I fix this? Okay, I had to ask where to put it, and it's just going to give me the whole program from scratch. Takes a long time, but it hopefully will work the best way. So here's where it set the layout to none, and then I think this is just the part where it input the new code that it showed us. You know, I don't really like this program. I'm wondering if it can work in TKinter perhaps. From the get-go, it looks very similar to the other programs that we've used, just using TKinter in the beginning for the import. Hopefully this will work much simpler. It conked out, regenerate. It conked out again. Let's say please continue. Uh-oh. It's starting from scratch. It keeps stopping. That's kind of frustrating. This program will. Well, that's all we need. Let's see if it goes. Alright, we have a to-do list. So now we have a nice little to-do list, and if we want to save it, I guess that saves it. Okay. Let's see if we can quit out of the app, start it up again, and click load. Doesn't work. I find the best thing to do in this situation is just copy the error into ChatGPT and see what solutions it can come up with. Okay, so it's saying that in this code, the software is using only this one input item. So if we want to create a list, let's say walk, eat, sleep. Okay, now we want to save the list. We want to save it to a list called list. So should save this list now that we have it input here. And if we want to quit out of the program, we have this list here that represents what we just put in. Great. And if we run it and we want to load the list, we can just load it up like that, and there's our list. There it is, a to-do list app. It even saves in between uses. In the next video, we'll move on to number 4, which is a program that generates Mad Libs, so we can get a crazy story about you and your friends using different nouns, adjectives. This should be interesting.